So one thing that I found traveling around through all these cities over the past 6 years or so is that there is a real lack, there's an absence of bike riding revenge poems. For Will. So this is set in Providence in the spring, a couple of years back. I had set off for Fox Point, which is the far end of the east side, to get a phone charger. My phone was totally dead. Left at my buddy's place. It was supposed to be in the mailbox. When I got there, the charger was not in the mailbox where it was supposed to be, and I almost got run down by an irate taxi driver while running errands on the way home. But the bicycle gods were smiling down. And vengeance was mine. For Portland, which is a bike city if there ever was one. Make noise for folks who ride bikes, all right? Biking is about math. How much time till that signal light turns? How much space will I have in between traffic and that car door if it suddenly swings open? If I have multiple errands to run, is there some place I can get them done without having to ride back and forth across the city all afternoon? So, I set off for Thayer Street, copy shop, post office, fair trade coffee, all in the same block. I took the back roads, skipping the biggest hills and having fun. I was smart enough to be wearing shorts, and the air felt nice on my sweaty legs. The skin on my face, slightly tanned and already getting used to the sun, so the mid-afternoon rays beating down feel nice rather than deadly. Cruising in and out under the shade of trees, I make a left on Angel, go down a few blocks and then cut up by the Wheeler School. There's some construction going on in a dangerous-looking corner, but no pedestrians in sight. So I head up onto the sidewalk, bypass the workers, and then return to the road. Coast to the middle of Brook Street, raise my left hand to signal for a turn, and suddenly hear a loud, screaming horn. Portland Poetry Slam, audience participation, loud screaming horn on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Pretty good, I think we can do better! 1, 2, 3! Shocked as shit, and almost falling off the damn bike, I glance back. And there's this blue and white taxi cab behind me. The driver is making disgruntled hand gestures and looking all upset. I make eye contact, nicely. And then, following Rhode Island law for road bicycling to the letter, re-signal my turn. As if to say, I'm turning left now. And in order to do that safely, I have to be in the middle of the lane. Sorry, I'll be out of your way in just a second. At which point, the taxi then actually attempts to speed through me. Now, there's a line of cars at the red light about a block away, and it seems as if this guy's life depends on whether or not he can get his vehicle in line to wait with them before the signal turns. Like it's somehow his duty to get up there and wait with them. Like, not only am I just another stupid kid on a bike, and not only am I completely and utterly fucking up the program, but like I'm actually standing in between him and some function so crucial that the absolute and immediate removal of my person is the only conceivable option. He beeps loudly, again. 1, 2, 3! This time, lays on the horn for even longer, then drives right up close to my bike, putting me at great personal risk and making a ridiculous scene. So calmly, I turned, because biking, after all, is about math. Quickly, I judge the distance, lead his car a little, and as it passes, hock the largest, nastiest, mouthful of neon-congested allergy phlegm that I can possibly gather, like, fire in the hole! And there it was, a surprisingly large specimen. Glorious, glistening, canvassed against a clear spring sky. I lost all notion of space and geography. Time slowed, and there, in the soundless ecstasy of triumph, I watched, focusing in nearly preternatural detail as the main projectile hit dead center, exploding immediately, sending shrapnel gobs of spit in all directions. But the back end of it curved up defiantly. And for a split second, flexed in midair. Then finally came down over the top like the tail of a jumping fish thrashes the surface scum of a small pond before re-entry. What I mean to say is that it was a direct hit. A once-in-a-lifetime shot, really, like a buzzer beater from half court during the playoffs, or a single Rebel X-Wing blowing the entire fucking Death Star. The look of shock sweeping his stubbly, stupid face was nothing short of priceless. He had a weird little fit with his hands and then leaned dangerously out the window to scream, "You're an asshole, you know that?" Wipers and cheap Windex working furiously as he sped off into the afternoon sun. I smiled deep and kept pedaling. It was the kind of smile that could make a boy forget how crooked his teeth are for a moment. It was the kind of smile that could make anyone feel better about riding all the way over to the east side for a phone charger that wasn't even there.